My RS6 used to look like this. But I've got to make it look like this. To do so, I need wrap. A body kit, alloys, and a lot of hard work. And I only have a week to do it. Because next week, the RS6 will go on a shipping container and be taken halfway across the world to Vegas for one of the biggest car shows ever, SEMA. So we better get moving. In the last video, we lined up the body kit to the car, but this time, we got to fit it for real. And what I noticed when I lined up the arch in the last video is that it fit pretty flush all the way around, apart from near the front bumper where there was a gap between the arch and the bumper. And if any wind was to get in that gap at high speeds, it wouldn't be good news for the body kit. So I'm going to drill some holes in the front arch of the body kit and then some more holes in the bumper to match. That way I should be able to get a nut and bolt through the body kit and the bumper to pull it together. On the back of the wing, I'm going to add a riv nut. This way I can screw a bolt directly into the wing. And so far, that seems to have done the trick. A lot better fitment at the minute. Now, it's about to get crazy. The actual front arch is held on pretty well apart from the top, which is what we're going to get to. The thing is, the new wheel will come to about here and sit nicely flush with the new arch. The problem is, the original arch underneath here, when the wheel sits in, if it goes up and down, it's going to hit the original arch, which means we're going to have to start cutting. So it's off again with the front arch. I've marked a line with my pen on the wrap on where I need to cut out, and it's quite a lot. There is no turning back now. Some of you might be asking, why didn't I do this before I wrapped the car? Well, because I'm an idiot. The front wing has well and truly sacrificed itself. I'm just sanding down where I've cut now to make sure there's no sharp edges, and then spraying a bit of etch primer on the bare metal to prevent any corrosion. And once that's done, I can refit the front arch. Right, I was going to stick this on with adhesive and everything, which is, I think, what you're supposed to do, but I've managed to get nut and bolts all the way through the inside of here and get to the other side, and that is solid. I can almost pull the car off the ramp with it, and that means I can actually unbolt it to take the bumpers off if I need to, or anything like that. We've still got a livery to go on, but the nut and bolt job definitely seems to be holding it nice and secure. So that's what the plan is for the rest of the kit, I think. Onto the rear arch, or should we do the front one?
Yeah, let's go to the rear.
Let's do the rear. Before we do the rear arch, I'm going to be fitting this part here, which is actually part of the diffuser as well. Going in.
Oh no, this
pretty good. Just like the front arch, I'm going to be adding riv nuts because I won't be able to get to the nut on the other side of the bolt on the rear bumper. Now my bolt can literally just thread into the rear bumper and hold this bit of the kit in place. I've kind of gone a bit overkill with the bolts just to make sure that this body kit is staying on when we're doing high speeds. And with that part of the kit in place, I can now line up the rear arch. This bolts into that piece at the back and also bolts into the side skirt. But just like the front arch, we need to make room for the new wheels by cutting out part of the rear quarter. I've already marked out where I need to cut. Time to mask it up and just go all in on it. Ready? This felt so wrong, but you've got to crack a few eggs to make omelettes, right? Yes! I don't know if you remember how big the disc was when I first started.
Oh my days. This is worse.
Look at that! It's off-road!
Yeah! Ready for America.
Right, I'm going to smooth the edges now. And then, look, you can see this gap here. You can see this gap here between the outer skin and the inner skin. Now what normally people do is just pinch it up and get it welded, but obviously we haven't got the time, we haven't got a welder, and that gap is literally only tiny. So I'm gonna fill that with some Tiger Seal, and that'll stop the water getting inside. And everyone's gonna say, oh, that's wrong, but it's still gonna do the same job, and as long as we etch primer it, it'll be fine. I'm gonna smooth the edges now. You'll be pleased to know that I now have bought a welder. So potentially I could go back and weld this piece up. But as the gap's so small between the outer panel and the inner panel, I do actually think the Tiger Seal should hold up here. But I'm prepared to get roasted in the comment section. It's definitely sealed the gap. With that done, I can now loosely bolt on the rear arch and see how it fits. Before moving on to the rear spoiler. I can see 2 bolts in the middle.
There must be ones on the corners.
What's on the new one? Let's have a look on the new one. The rear spoiler is held in by 2 10mm bolts in the middle underneath this trim. Yeah, see what I mean? And then it simply just unclips from the roof. Yeah! Okay, so we've got to work out now how we get the OEM brake light off that and onto that. And it was pretty easy. There was only 3 Torx bolts holding the OEM brake light onto the spoiler, and we're just going to switch it over onto the new carbon fibre spoiler that we got with the body kit. And then hopefully the new spoiler just slides into place just like the OEM one did. Let's see what it looks like, because I'm not taking it off after doing all that.
Wow. It definitely sticks out further than the other one.
Fits quite good.
Yeah, the fitment's decent, to be fair. That is, yeah.
That is a wing and a half. Wow.
Oh yeah, that's
It literally looks like this when I wear a hat backwards.
Oh yeah.
So, should we start with the back? Right now, the back of the car looks like this, but we need to make it look like this. To do so, we're using more wrap. So before I carry on to fit the body kit for real, I'm going to be fitting this livery to the car and then fitting the body kit over the top of it. The colour is supposed to be like the Audi colour, and it is... Oh, on camera it looks pretty much the same.
It does look the same, yeah.
It is a little bit off. I don't know what it's going to look like, but it clashes so much with this that we're only going to know when we put the whole thing together. I was a little unsure about the colour, but I was hoping once I put the badges on, it might change my mind.
I think it goes well against that.
It's meant to be salmon. No, not salmon, it's meant to be red.
I think that's nice, I like
It's
it.
red. Baz likes it, but I still wasn't convinced. Let's see what Hannah thinks.
It's like pink.
Yeah, it is pink a bit. Do you like
I
it?
like the pink.
Yeah, so Baz and Hannah like it. I think I needed to add more of the livery to see if I was convinced on it. So me and Hannah started adding the stripe which runs down the rear quarter and the bumper of the car. And in my opinion, I think it started to look a little bit better. Oh, it's coming together now. Yeah. I can see it. Yeah. Yeah, it's coming together now.
I think we just have to get stuck in and then just go for it and see how it looks.
Yeah, it's... No, now I've seen that, I think it looks alright.
With the kit, it's going to look mental.
Oh, it looks quite cool.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, I think it looks good. I think it's going to look good. I think it's actually going to look good. I'm excited now. I'm excited. Excited to see what the livery will look like complete. Myself and Hannah cracked on with wrapping the rest of the car. We're trying to stick with the Audi colours here, black, red and a little bit of grey. And because it's a kind of race livery, it'll be wrong not to have a race number. And that's what this little box is for here on the door. But the sides of the car were the easy part. Now it's time to move on to the hard part of the job. Okay, sides are done-ish. This bit's getting serious. Glasses just came on because the bonnet is the one thing that you can see from both sides. You can only look at one side at once, remember? And I've only got one chance to get this right because I've only got one bit of wrap. This is not the time to mess up. I'm using a bit of masking tape and then a pen to mark the center of the bonnet, or hood if you're American, and then run another bit of masking tape along the center of the bonnet. I've got to get this bang in the center, else it'll really do my head in when I'm looking at the car. There is no room for error now. Oh no.
Pressure makes diamonds. Come on, Matt.
Oh, no. I think I've just about got it in the center. So I use the squeegee to put the stripe down, and then it's onto the two other stripes which go on the car. These ones are red. Me and Matt measured them up and laid them down. The headlights. I know a lot of you wanted me to go for the LED matrix ones. We explain why. It's expensive. It takes longer to do. So we're not going for that, but I think we can improve the look of the stock headlights, and I have got, okay, so this is PPF, tinted PPF, which will go directly on the headlight. Yeah, like that, that's it. I've never PPF before, but we're gonna give it a go, and it should make these look a bit meaner, because take the chrome look away from it. Let's go. Unlike wrap, PPF is applied when it's wet, just like window tint. I wet the surface and then squeegee out all the water until it's dry beneath the PPF. I use a little bit of heat just to stick the edges down, and I think we're looking good. I think we've just got to wait for that to dry, but look at the difference between the evil eye and the non-evil eye.
That's a massive difference.
But I think we missed a trick. I think we should have done them yellow. I think we should have done yellow. Now, before we fit the body kit for good, there is one last thing I think is killing the vibe off here, and that are these green brake calipers, which go with absolutely nothing on the livery. So I'm going to remove the brake caliper on the front and remove the brake caliper on the rear, which has the electronic handbrake attached to it as well, and start to change them into another colour. The brake calipers are off, and as it looks like it's going to be a long night, I've got my Y food at the ready. I've got to strip the calipers completely down and take off anything that I don't want paint going on, like the brake pads and the electronic handbrake. And once that's done, I take a sip of my peach flavoured Y food. Y food is actually a meal replacement drink. It's not a diet drink, it's not a protein shake, it simply just replaces one of your meals. And tonight, it looks like it's replacing my dinner, because I'm going to be staying late to get these calipers painted. But that's okay, because they're full of goodness. They're high in protein, they're lactose free, they're gluten free, and there's no added sugar. Now, you can't tell me you don't like Y food, because there are loads of different flavours to choose from. Happy banana, cold brew coffee, and so much more. Whilst I was waiting for the brake calipers to dry, I remembered I have to remove the rear diffuser. Also inside these, there is 26 vitamins and minerals. It's literally a win-win with this Y food. And to top it off, on goes the carbon diffuser I got with the body kit. It looks like the Y food has really kept me going tonight. Yes! I actually painted the calipers red to start with, but they went orange, so I just resorted back to satin black. Just like this Y food bottle, which is actually a Matt Armstrong edition, which could potentially be coming soon as well. But if you want to grab a taster pack for Y food and find your favourite flavour, there is many you can do with the link in the description box below, and with this banner appearing underneath me right now, there's a discount code as well. So thank me later, and just wait for this. Let's put these calipers together. Thanks Y food for keeping me going for about 3 years now. But now we're on the home straight with the RS6. Just putting the brake pads back into the calipers and then the calipers back onto the car. Of course, we're now going to need to bleed the brakes after this as well. Although they weren't the colour I was going for, I think they're going to match perfectly with the wheel colour that we're getting later on in the video. And now we'll let Fabian put the race number on the car.
Right, peel it off. Is it straight?
Yeah, it's bang on, mate.
Oh my days, a bit of a bubble. He's absolutely just, oh my, Matt, come over here. Matt, come here.
Oh my god.
He's got acne.
Wow. What happened? What happened, Fabian?
Whee.
Oh. But Now I've got to fit the rear arches for real, which means out comes the Tiger Seal to seal this thing on once and for all. Some people would use panel bond, but the Tiger Seal has a little bit of flex, which should allow a little bit of movement when the car's on the road. Hopefully it works. But it's looking pretty good. On top of the arch, there's even more aero to go on as well. I mean, I don't think you stand on it and make a big crunch, but...
Don't step.
That's good.
And...
Oh, God, yeah, I didn't think.
Ooh.
Oi! Slam it for certified. Yes. Boom. More aero.
No, it's all about you, isn't it?
No. Like this
No, let me do
takes
it.
real. No.
I'm pretty good, man.
But no,
I'm good,
because if you get Tiger Seal, it goes over onto the red wrap. It's going to cause havoc.
Hold that.
No. Okay. Very small bead on this.
Just in the middle, yeah?
Yes, small. I don't want it.
You
Do you know
hold
when I
this
press it? I don't want it to go onto the red wrap. Like genuine. Keep going. Keep that consistency. Energy.
More energy. More energy. More energy.
Keep
more
that
passion.
consistency. I
More
like
passion.
it.
More passion. More energy. More
Don't
energy.
get too carried
Whoa,
away.
I got carried.
Oh no!
I got carried.
What is happening? Okay, you're getting a bit too... You can slow down with your trigger.
That'll be fine, that will. That'll be good.
Keep going. Yeah, slow, stop. Yes! Oh, that was good for a beginner. Did you want
We made a mistake.
Why?
We should have peeled the tape off first.
Right, this has got to be a one bang.
That's all I do. Am I doing this? You sure you don't want to do it?
I'll put it on the tripod. We've marked out where we think this should go, but this is a double wing.
Double.
Sensational. How's it looking from underneath? Certified, I think.
Yeah.
So, double wing, and Chris is demonstrating what it actually looks like, which... I think that is absolutely havoc. Oh my God, okay. We're so close now, we're so close. That looks so mad. Just when you thought this aero wasn't enough, there's more. Here we go. Canard 1, Canard 2, Canard number 3, Canard 4, Canard number 5, and that's not even the last of it. There's 2 more to go on the door just here, but we can't really fit them just yet because if we... Still not got a door handle on here, but if we open the door, where the canards go is just here, so if I fit them wrong, it's going to hit into that, so I need to be able to open the door fully to do that. So we need to get this off the ramp, and we've never driven this car properly yet, so it's probably best we service it first. Open that. The car's only done 36,000 miles, so we're only going to be changing the oil and filter today. Let's see if I've got the technique of not getting your hand there. Boom! No, I failed! But even though the mileage is low, the oil is filthy. It's completely black, so it definitely needed changing.
Where's the oil filter?
Right there.
Oh.
That's why we like Audis, they're easy. Old one, new one, in. Up goes the new oil filter, and that gets tightened. And then back in goes the sump plug, and that gets tightened. After that, I've got all the under trays to put back on. And this actually helps secure that front splitter a little bit better. Oh, that splitter is solid now. Right, oil. Now we're done underneath the car, it's time to lower it down and add 8.5 litres of oil into the engine. The only way to check that is to get in the car and start it. Right. I think to check the oil, we start it. Oil level. Engine must be warm. So we wait for 2 minutes, and if the engine's low, you've run the car for 2 minutes with low oil. Not good. We wait. We'll wait then. Is it warm? Oil level displayed after approximately 2 minutes. Has it been 2 minutes?
You have to turn it off though, no?
All level display approximately after 2 minutes. Engine must be warm and must be switched off. Whilst we was waiting, Matt suggested that the RS6 needed more carbon. Hey, you're absolutely right, Matt. You know what we should do whilst we're waiting? Get these black mirrors off.
Yeah, man.
I think you're absolutely right. We need more carbon fibre. Oh, look! Bang on. They call me the master mechanic.
You literally Googled it, mate.
So the oil level's looking good. It's time to get rid of the black mirror caps. And we're going to replace them with carbon mirror caps. And this will tie in nicely with the rest of the carbon body kit. The mirrors are pretty easy to remove. And once the carbon ones were fitted, they were perfect. One other thing I wanted to do was change the chrome Audi badge on the front of the car to a gloss black one, and also change the chrome RS6 badge to a black one as well, and add black RS6 badges to the rear. It's the little touches. Unfortunately, we've got to put the stock wheels back on, but we're going to need some bigger wheels, which is the next mod. But we have to drive there. These wheels are going to sit so far inside the arch, it's going to look like a clown car. The front wheel went on pretty easy, but the back wheels were a different story.
Will this fit?
Oh,
in the rear?
no.
Oh, it doesn't fit.
Does the wheel not fit?
It literally doesn't.
No, it don't. It doesn't fit.
What? Oh my.
No, it doesn't fit. We then found a strange technique on how to make these 22-inch alloys fit. We won't be doing any F1 pit stops anytime soon.
That is
well odd.
Yeah. That's going to be a problem, that is.
Look from here, the tyre is just well behind there.
Oh my days.
We've gone 60mm wider.
That's a 50mm gap, and we've got 60mm wider.
I don't think the new wheels are going to work. Let's see what happens.
Oh, there's a bit more room.
There is a bit more room.
But is the 60mm worth of room?
It's going to be very close. How's the kit looking? That looks savage.
Jeez.
That looks absolutely savage. My dream RS6 was almost ready. Just a few more little bits to add on, and then we're going to pick the wheels up, which should finish off the build cosmetically anyway. This is it. I think it's pretty much almost done. There's a few last little things, but the main thing now are the wheels. And this is going to be the first time driving the RS6 after I've ruined it with this body kit. Step 1, don't break it on the way to WheelMania. Step 2, watch the splitter. And step 3, don't break down. I hope this drives okay. RS6 for the first time.
Loves it, mate.
I'm expecting to hear a lot of stones. You know, like, because stones are just going to pick up in the kit.
Especially with the new wheels, because they're...
Oh, yeah. Seem all good so far.
We made it about 50 metres.
But as we pulled out from the unit, things went downhill fast. Oh, it sounds quite cool, doesn't it?
Sounds right to me. What's wrong?
We're in limp mode.
No.
Yeah.
Why? Engine management light already.
It's flashing as well. We're in limp. I've got no power.
We've only gone 100 metres.
Wow, we literally made it down the... Do you reckon it's because I've got no fuel?
Maybe, yeah. It can't
So they're just trying...
starve
Oh, we've
themselves.
got EPC light on now.
TPMS.
How do I...
Oh, it's shaking.
We're missing. I think it might be because of no fuel.
We've got to get it to the
How do I
petrol
change it?
station.
It's in like sport mode. Let's get it out of sport.
Put it in comfort.
Oh, we're really struggling.
Oh no. Okay.
What? As if we just pulled out and it's like dead already. We should have bought the code reader.
We're going to break down.
We're done.
What do you mean we're done?
We're done. I've got nothing.
Oh no.
Everyone's going to think that's fixed. We're done.
We're going to have to
I think we ran low battery. People are going to think that's fixed.
It's literally made
we
it about
literally just
100
made it
meters.
down the road.
That's it.
Someone's
What do we do?
got to walk back.
Kev's not happy.
I think it's ran out of fuel.
So we've got to go get fuel in the Aston and then bring it back here, put fuel in and see if it works. And if not, we've got a problem. Oh no.
The only logical explanation to why we broke down is, well, no fuel. And there's a simple answer to that. Go get some. Oh, come on then. We're back, we're back, we're back, we're back! After we got fuel, we found out how fast this car actually was. Before finally arriving at the place we set off to go to, WHEELMANIA. And we made it to WHEELMANIA in one piece, and everything still seems to be on the car, which is good. And obviously we came here for wheels, which actually could literally make or break this car, because just check this out. This is where we were struggling last time, so you'll see what wheels we've gone for. I've not seen them yet, but we've done a special design for them. We want to make this special, but WHEELMANIA have had literally 0 time to make these as well. So if these work, it's going to be amazing. But to get it past this gap here, it is insane. There's not much gap to get it on. I don't know how they're going to do it, but let's go take a look at them. Here we go. I'm a bit nervous.
I'm just hoping they fit.
Yeah, I know, yeah, they might look good, might not fit. Oh my god.
What? They look mad.
Yeah, they're the perfect colour as well, perfect colour. So I was just scared they were going to be like too gold, but no, they look mint. that looks sick. Oh, I hope they're going to fit. Oh, and also, we went a size smaller. There's 22 inches on at the minute, and these are 21s, I think they are.
21 inch.
21
11
inch.
to 21.
And, check this out,
Oh,
MA in the wheel, and MA in the centre cap. This is literally a build for myself, so I've been selfish and just put MA logos in it. Right, let's get them on the car, hopefully. We've now all seen the wheels that WHEELMANIA had specially made for this build, and they look incredible. I just hope they're gonna fit. But it wasn't fitting the wheels that was the problem. It was getting the old ones off.
Oh, that's tight.
With the old ones off, will the new ones go in place? Oh, I knew we should have gone down a side. I knew it.
Bang on.
Wheels, perfect fitment, but we didn't have the all clear just yet. The wheel was catching on the front of the body kit. You reckon?
Moment of truth, let's find out.
You can just see the tyre catching on the side skirt there. If the car sits lower when we start it, we think we might have the clearance. I feel like that's got to go lower, innit?
Loads.
Yeah. Do you reckon that's going to work? Should we try it?
I really hope this works because these wheels look insane. I just want them to fit so bad. Come on. Perfect. Look at that.
Trying to camber the wheel back in.
Look at that. Oh my days. That looks unreal.
Yes. That is perfect fitment.
That is bang on.
That is perfect fitment.
Oh,
Perfect
I'm
fitment.
buzzing.
Thank you.
Let's get the rest of them on.
That is so sick. Oh my days. I thought it wasn't going to be our day today when we broke down. But so far we're going well. Still got the fronts to do.
Come down, calling your answer.
What a result that was. And it was the same story for the other side. And even on the front, we had a similar story. They were just catching when we had it in the air, but when we lowered it down, perfect fitment. The wheels are on and they are spot on, absolutely spot on. If you need wheels refurbishment, anything to do with wheels, WheelMania are your guys. The link's in the description box below, and of course, they have sponsored the build. Now, you guys need to see these wheels on the car because it looks insane. Absolutely unreal. What a way to almost finish the build. There's still a few more bits left to do, which you'll see in the next video, but out of 10, it's a 10. It's got to be. Hey, Kevin. It's a 10. Thanks so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, hit that subscribe button, hit that thumbs up button, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace out.
Oh, whoa, 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 stop, stop, stop.